When you feel angry, fearful, or outraged by what's happening in the world around you, you are not focusing on yourself. You're not within yourself, and instead you're focusing on the outer world. But that does not help anybody. That does not empower you or master yourself within those situations. It's actually giving away your power to the world around you, to everything that's happening around you. And if you are ready to stop fearing and taking back your control and your power and mastering yourself in these diverse and difficult situations we are living in right now, then this video is for you. So every time you are finding yourself run by fear, you are experiencing some kind of fear within you because of a situation in your world, or maybe even because of the whole scenario that's going on within our Western world right now. You go to look at it from a higher angle, really, from your highest self. As long as you're feeding the outside world, it will perpetuate whatever you're seeing there. So you are basically saying that what's happening around you is how it is, and you can't change it. And feeling fearful or angry or outraged by it is normal. It's human behavior. Sure, but you are not applying your own higher wisdom here when you do that. You're forgetting who you truly are. Because remember, there is always two selves living within us. There is the ego mind, the false identity that we have been trained and educated to believe in, to identify with. That was the game, that was the rule, that was not the rule, that was that's the programming, really. And as long as we are asleep to that and we are following that programming, we are a part of it. We are almost a slave to it, and we might feel imprisoned by our fears and angers and hurts and fears. So if you want to empower yourself, if you want to come back to your true self and not live by believing and being manipulated by the outer world, then you've got to come back inside. You've got to reconnect with your true self. So ask yourself, what is fear really? And where does it come from? So when fear arises, it is always coming from the outside, isn't it? Maybe a person is saying something, doing something, behaving in a certain way that makes you feel fearful. Maybe the politicians are doing something. Maybe the war is seemingly progressing, and that is creating fear within you. You immediately go to the future and you're fearing maybe the oil crisis, whatever. Let's not go there. Let's not focus on that, because what does that do? Wherever we focus on, whatever we give attention to, naturally increases. Because that's actually how we create our reality. We are here as creators. We are here to create our reality according to our heart's desires, not according to our fearful ego mind. So isn't it then extremely important to choose and to understand fear as an entity? Fear comes from the outside. It's something that's put onto us, over us. It's something that we get injected with. Fear is really an invader. Because when you go into your heart, when you remember your true self, and when you feel the love and the peace, the warmth, the joy, the abundance within your heart, that is then your reality. That is then what you're sending out. The energy that is within your field is the energy that is going to create itself around you. And it can happen within minutes. Just one little example I want to show you. I mean, the other day I went to a dance event, which I do regularly, and I went there with a feeling on the decision, the intention of, I am going here and I don't care if I don't get even one dance. I just want to enjoy the music, being with the people, eating some nice cake, and just be here in peace, without any expectation or needing anything. I felt this genuinely. I decided it from my heart, from a pure energy that really didn't care what would happen. I would be fine with whatever. And that dance event became my most treasured and most enjoyable event ever. I had 3 extremely beautiful dances with dancers I've never danced before with, and I just had a lovely, lovely time. The next time actually, an old fear had come up, the fear of not being wanted. And that was when I was already at the event, and I was there in that energy, oh, nobody wants me anyway. I didn't dare to invite anybody to dance with me because the energy and the belief that nobody would want me was stronger. Therefore, that's exactly what happened. Nobody would want to dance with me, and I went home extremely dissatisfied and feeling a bit of rejection. So these examples are just showing you basically the 2 worlds. When we realize that fear is never real, fear is always an illusion, it's put onto us, it's coming from the outside, and it is actually an invader, then our next task is to actually meet these fears within us. We always start within us to change our world and the world as a whole. So by embracing the fear instead of fighting it, what we probably have done for decades, we are using our innate love and our higher self to work with this, to meet this fear. Instead of feeding the fear from the ego mind and making it worse and creating negative scenarios within our head, that then creates the negative scenarios. Now, this is an inner process, obviously. It's a journey that you go on when you're ready to no longer experience those fears and angers and outrages and those hurt feelings that you've been carrying for so long. You've got to come to the point where you say, that's enough. I want to now reconnect with my true self. I want to live from my heart. I want to feel my own love, peace, and joy. Then that's the beginning of your own self-empowerment journey. When you are stepping onto that journey, you will always meet the fears again. You will meet the hurts again. And they are always based on fear, actually, ultimately. Because, the hurt, for instance, for me, feeling rejected comes from being rejected at one point. And I was never able to really resolve that before. But by going inside and going on my inner journey and resolving it within the light, I no longer feel it. So you need the game between the love and the fear. You need to embrace that. And no more fighting against it, no more hating it or not liking it. It is an empowerment process we've come here to achieve, basically. We've come here to master the fears. If that resonates with you, then what I am offering here, the self-empowerment journey, my Rediscover Your Radiance program, will help you to step up, to transform and resolve the old fears that keep manifesting on the outside, and you will finally reconnect with your inner peace and your love and your joy. become aware of the fear is really the virus, the invader. It's the energy that has always lowered your frequencies, and therefore you could not manifest and create your heart's desires. And yes, it isn't easy at the beginning, and that's why it's so valuable, so very valuable, to have someone who is with you, who supports you, guides you, and who holds your hand when you are having an emotional wobble. So when you are starting to work with your own very personal fears and hurts, that's when you are increasing the love energy on the planet. And that's when you're working for peace on the planet, because it starts, the peace on earth starts with peace inside within every individual. And the more peace we are emanating into the world right now, the faster we are going to achieve peace on the outside. See, it's about making your inner love and your inner light stronger and bigger than any fear you might be carrying. And this is also the inner process that I will be guiding you in or on. It's the inner journey to reduce the fear, to actually reintegrate it into the heart and into the love and the light that you are, so that the love and the light are embracing the fear and are cleansing and transforming that fear. That's really the process. It's not really that complicated, but because we are so programmed with believing in the fear, the biggest empowerment comes from realizing that fear is only an illusion. That's really how it starts. And then deciding I'm going to take back my power. I'm going to empower myself. I'm not going to believe in this fear and this hurt and this anger anymore. They appear real and they are human experiences, yes. But you've come here to help the planet evolve, to help humanity to ascend out of that fearful state, out of the ego-mind identification. And then, when you do that, the greatest prosperity will be your inner peace. It's not wealth on the outside anymore. It's your inner peace that's going to help us all together on this planet, that will help us ascend, remember who we truly are, and reconnect with our hearts. And that way, we are able to live from our hearts instead of our false egos. And when we live from our hearts, we are holding the energy of love, peace, and joy. We are anchoring it more and more every day. And imagine when you are doing it, it's going to ripple out into your family. They will energetically feel that you are calmer, that you're not creating drama anymore, that you are reacting with love and embracing what is and with compassion. And you're not allowing yourself to be pulled out of your inner peace so much. Can you see how amazing that ripple effect will be, and what it will do within yourself when you're actually living from your heart, from your love and your inner peace? I have a heart alignment meditation for you that you can use as a first step right now to reconnect with your heart. If you find it difficult to do that, this is the first step. And it's also a step to help you remember where to focus on, where to live from. So you find the link below the video, and if you have any questions, I would love to connect with you and answer any questions that you might have. Until next time, don't forget, love yourself no matter what.